Hey everyone, it's Matt and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. What is this? What are we doing?
This is the investment of the year in here.
That's a massive call. That is a huge call.
This is not financial advice.
This is hot on the heels of the kilo completers as well, mind you.
Geez,
That is a tremendous call.
I might have screwed up.
No, well, you've said it now. This is, we said one take for everything today.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what's in there, but let's start with what's already unboxed and what's going on here.
So this is a platinum unboxing. And as anyone who's a regular viewer of our channel will know that I'm a bit of a platinum buff.
Yeah.
I think it's got serious legs as an investment. This is not investment advice. This is personal advice or personal thoughts, rumblings. Two turkeys gas bagging on the internet. That's how you have to take this. But I think platinum's absolutely got legs as far as a good buy goes. And this is a range of platinum.
Yeah, 5 ounce. I have not seen a Lady Fortuna 5 ounce. We've had the 10s before, and I've seen maybe the ones
and the kilo
and the kilos. Yeah, but I've never seen it in a 5 ounce. It's a good size for that design as well.
It's an excellent size because it's big enough that you start getting the bulk discount off it, but it's small enough that it's not going to kill you to get one.
Yeah.
You're not really. It's still. I'm talking really rough numbers here. It's probably somewhere around about $7,000.
Yep.
So we're not talking peanuts here, but it's
Australian dollars.
Australian dollars. But we're not talking, a kilo bar's $45,000 and that type of thing. So, so it's a great size, and it looks, particularly in the, I'm going to call it are you old enough to remember what cassettes are?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So it's in the
get
cassette.
your pen out and twist them and.
Oh, you remember that?
Try and find the track you want. Yeah, that was a nightmare. I don't know how you did it.
Mate, I remember the 8-track.
Really?
I can go back that far. Yeah, we had an 8-track. Well, how did we get so far off topic with these things? I think they look great in the little cassettes. I think they're a great size. They stand out. I think they really pop. So we've got the 5 ounce Pamps Lady Fortunas in stock.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you've got a spread of platinum now. It's a common question people are always asking when we're getting some fresh platinum in.
Yeah.
Give me a bit of a rundown on Pamp. Who are Pamp? Why would I buy a Pamp product over perhaps a kangaroo?
Well, would you buy it over a kangaroo? That's a great question. I probably would because it's a bar over a coin, so you're going to pay less premium for the bar. But Pamp itself is the Swiss refinery. Are they government owned or are they private owned? I think they're private.
I don't actually know.
I'm pretty sure they're private, but they are the main refinery coming out of Switzerland, and they produce incredible quality stuff. They're LBMA registered, recognised around the world many times over. Always a higher premium than your normal brands, particularly in Australia, because they are such high quality finishes. And you'll see on the B-roll that we get, the finish on the Lady Fortuna is just
really
second
nice.
to none.
Yeah.
So, interestingly enough, and I'm sidestepping again, when I was in Germany in 2020, they weren't accepting Pamp minted bars as buyback in gold because they had a burst of fakes go through.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they not have testing?
No.
What? So they're not test? They
don't have XRFs there.
What?
So I'm playing your socks off, haven't I?
Yeah, that is bizarre.
Yeah,
well,
I couldn't believe it either. But they don't run XRFs, and they just because we took some Perth Mint stuff in and some locally produced.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a couple of the guys about it, and they said, no, we're not touching Pamps at the moment.
Okay.
So I got the impression it was only a short-term thing, but they were having this run of minted bars go through that were forgeries.
Maybe I just didn't like the look of you.
We've also got the 100 gram Valcambis in stock as well now. So they've just arrived. So they're a great size.
What about Valcambi?
Again, it's another Swiss company.
Yeah.
Again, a very highly respected company.
100 grams a good size as well, huh?
Yeah, the 100 grams a good one. A little bit like the 5 ounce because 100 grams is about just over 3 ounces.
Yeah.
So you're starting to get that bulk discount size without the bulk price, if you like, of having to spend a lot of money to get it. And heaps of the 1 ounce Perth Mint kangaroos. The kangaroo's good in that it's not my favourite coin in any of the range, actually, I'll have to admit.
Yeah.
But it's a good, cheap coin if you wanted to go for the coin in the platinum.
Yeah, it was actually the first platinum coin I ever bought.
Yeah?
Yeah, sort of just to, dip my toe in the water. It was something, platinum I had no knowledge of or exposure to prior to working here. And it's something that we've always said this, for for some people that are just starting out, it's not always necessarily the first go-to in precious metals. But if you've got a bit of a stack going and you're looking to expand a little into something a bit different, but still under the same umbrella, I think platinum is a lot of fun, and also just another interesting rabbit hole to go down to with all the applications and things like that. Yeah. It's good fun. But what's going on?
What's going on? Well, let's open it, Naviganda. Yeah, the big advantage of platinum is because of its price, you get all the benefits of silver without having to store humongous
Absolutely, yeah.
Of stuff.
I've actually had a couple of punters come through the store that have just been groaning about storage and how impractical it is to get around with their stack if they're moving house or they're going into state. It is interesting. You don't think about that often at the outset when you think, I'll just get a few bits and pieces and that'll be my stack. 5-10 years down the track, you've got a full wardrobe.
Oh dear. All right, what have we got in here? Oh, we're getting into some of the fractional size stuff.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you are going to pay a premium on this. These are 10 gram platinums.
Yep.
Really good to dip your toe in the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're overall not expensive, but you are absolutely 110% paying a fair premium for them because of their size. So be aware of that. But yeah, a great way to start the stack. It looks like these are more 5 ounce Fortunas, so we've already had a yarn about those.
Yeah. So I take it these are the ones that you were getting all goosey about at the outset of this video?
Well, I just get goosey about platinum.
Yeah, this is true actually, yeah.
Yes, it's, like I said, it's no secret that I'm a bit of a platinum buff. I have a feeling, let's get a glove. So these are the good old platinum eagles.
From the US of A.
From the US of A, and by the look of it, these are all 2020s, I'm guessing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so these are the 2020. So you're already starting to, not that these build a huge collector's premium. They do build a bit. But yeah, they're the 2020 platinum eagle. And it's probably the only, here we go, I'm going to upset all the purists again.
Here we go.
It's probably the only eagle that I would voluntarily buy.
Okay, well that's a good sign.
I thought the eagle in Australia was a waste of money because we're paying close to $50 Australian for each eagle, and I can find far better value in other stacking coins. We also have issues with the gold eagle because it incurs GST in this country.
Yeah.
Whereas the platinum one doesn't incur either of those problems and is a fairly normal premium as far as platinum coins go. So I'm actually a big fan of the platinum eagle.
I do like it as well. And I also like that they've gone for a totally different design. Yeah. It's not, whereas, say, the platinum kangaroo is the same red kangaroo that you see on the silver 1 ounce. Yeah. They've actually totally changed it up, which I think is, hats off to the US Mint for once. For putting out a different. Wow, the security feature they came out with, take out one teeth from the reading. Ta-da! Perth are doing micro laser engraving. Right. Canada have all their features. The UK with the Britannia have all, 5 different,
whatever it is,
high-tech features. Yeah, we'll just knock one of the teeth out of the reading.
I'm sure it was just somebody dropped the die and they went, oh, security feature.
Yeah, job done. Could never replicate that. But all that aside, I think this is a nice coin.
Okay, my standard question to you, mate.
Sure.
Which one for fun, which one for investment?
For fun, if I had the liquid capital, the 5 ounce bar, I think is really, really cool. I like, as you rightfully pointed out, the cassette case style packaging. You don't have to run the risk of damaging the edges or anything like that. It's very well packaged. And then my preference of all would actually be the Eagle, because it, for me, crosses my two loves of bullion with a tiny dash of numismatics in the sense that it's a coin. Certainly not rare by any stretch, but I just, how I feel about coins. I'm going over old ground here. What about yourself?
Actually, the PAMP would actually tick both of my boxes, with a possible leaning towards the Eagle because, like I said, I actually quite like the Eagle as far as the coins go. I like the design and all that sort of stuff with the Platinum. But no, I like the look of this. I think it's fun. I think it's great. But I also think it's the way to go for investment-wise.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Well, it's good to see a bit of Platinum coming through at last.
Yeah. And I believe we've got another box of it somewhere. I just haven't temporarily located it in all the deliveries we've had over the last day or two.
Ah, very good.
So it'll show up in the vault somewhere.
Perfect. I think that pretty much covers it for this unboxing.
I think so too.
All right.
So again, like, share, subscribe, all those good things, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. See ya.
See ya.